Hey everyone, welcome back. This is my review of Attack on Titan, episode 16, entitled What to Do Now, Prelude to the Counterattack Part 3, the final part to the counterattack. Alright, now, this episode basically is yet another exposition episode, above all else, like, 100% exposition. I mean, it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. It was actually a really good thing because there was a lot of really interesting shit in this episode. I just don't like reviewing these types of episodes because then I have a lot of shit that I have to try to remember of all what they said. So basically, the main drive of this week's episode of Attack on Titan was essentially the rookies are choosing what squad they want to join, and they had Commander Irwin, the commander of the Survey Corps, did a speech in front of them to try to convince them to join the Survey Corps. Alright. And it was a really epic speech. You know, he was stating out statistics like in the first year, 33% of you will probably be dead, and within 4 years, most of you, only a few of you will probably be standing, and those of you who do survive within those first 4 years, within the next 4 years, will be considered the best of the best, the most elite that humanity has to offer. Alright, and Armin, as well as a few other members of the already Survey Corps, was questioning, like, why the hell would he be saying all this stuff? He's probably going to be scaring people away unless he has something else planned, alright? Or he knows something, or he's planning on doing something. He's thinking of something else. And we don't really learn exactly what that is in this episode, but it does beg the question, what exactly is Commander Irwin planning? Also, there's one other thing I'd like to mention about Irwin in this episode. It's like, he's the commander of the Survey Corps. Originally, I thought that Levy was the commander of the Survey Corps. So if Irwin's the commander of the Survey Corps, in other words, Levy's boss, what would that say about Commander Irwin's skills? I mean, if he's Levy's boss, since Levy's not the commander apparently, Irwin is, and he's obviously stronger than Levy, so damn, that says a lot, honestly, and whatnot. But and shortly after that, we get the most of the rookies reuniting with one another. More importantly, of course, Eren reuniting with Armin and Mikasa. And, you know, of course, Mikasa, once again, like always, is worried about Eren. You know, did they hurt you? Did they use psychological torture to try to pry shit out of you? And then she says that guy, or whatever she said, went too far. I'm going to have to put him in his place, or whatever she said. I don't remember her exact words, but obviously she's talking about Levy, and God, I love Mikasa. I really do. Whenever she's on screen, it's just so fucking awesome, and maybe that reconfirms that, who knows, maybe in the future there will be a fight between her and Levy. Like, once again, I'm not yet a manga reader of this series, but it'd be really cool if we could see a fight between Mikasa and Levy. And most people say that Levy would win that fight, but who knows? Maybe Mikasa would win that fight. You never know, really. I have a feeling that either way it would be a really cool fight, though. Alright, so but that's basically the biggest part of the episode. But probably my favorite part of this episode is during the ceremony after Irwin basically finishes his speech. He just witnesses all the vast majority of the rookies just walking away from the Survey Corps. Alright, and it goes in real slow motion with beautiful animation, by the way. This entire episode, once again, top-notch animation. It really is. But yeah, it just watches all of them go away, including what's her name? That one chick. I forget what her name is. The one with the long blonde hair. She even walks away as well to join the military police, which I actually thought was kind of weird because she's the one who lectured Aaron before about how ironic it was that, you know, the military police will just train their asses off to become really strong just to hide what's inside the walls, you know. So it's kind of ironic for to herself right there. Alright. Another really cool part about this episode, though, is at the beginning, actually, where it basically picks up immediately where the previous left off, with those two Titans that were killed, alright, and the rookies are basically being interrogated for it, and this one guy actually comments, now we're being punished, now you can be punished for killing a Titan, alright, and then this other guy contradicts that by saying that, you know, we really didn't learn any, they were valuable test subjects, it's not too it's very difficult to actually, you know, capture a Titan, it's hard enough to kill them, let alone capturing them, and we didn't really learn anything from them, so killing those two Titans was basically aiding the Titans, because we didn't learn anything new from those two test subjects, basically. Right, and Armin basically reconfirmed that as well. So, you know, it's very interesting here. And at the end of the episode, Aaron, Armin, and Mikasa are all three in the Survey Corps, as well as Jean and Coney and Sasha too, actually. And I want to talk about Sasha real quick here, because I really want to see Sasha pick up the pace a little bit more and get into action in the future. I want to see her have some major fight scenes and actually succeed in the future. Maybe her character develops to the point where, okay, maybe she's still scared, but she's able to combat the Titans and she does really good at it. I really want to see that out of Sasha in the future of this series. I'll be really disappointed if we don't see that. Because Sasha, I think, has the potential to be one of the best characters in the series, but she really has to step it up at this point, alright? We only have 9 episodes left. Alright, I mean, there could possibly be a season 2 as well, but still. Out of the 25 confirmed episodes, there's only 9 left. Come on, Sasha. Pick up the fucking pace, will you? Alright, and that's pretty much all that happened in this episode. Overall, great episode. Amazing. Like, there was no action in it, but it didn't matter, because any good writer who makes an action series should know how to make epically amazing episodes or chapters or whatever that aren't action based, and this is a prime example of that. It wasn't action based, but it was still awesome. Alright, can't wait for the next episode, because it looks like it's about to get into some more action, which will be nice. We've had a few episodes with little to no action at all. In this episode's case, no action at all. And it'll be kind of nice with the next few episodes to get into some really good action, because basically what they have to do now is they have to retake Wall Maria. Alright, and then they have to retake the small town that Eren used to live in as a child, on the outskirts of Wall Maria. And then they have to get to the basement. Alright, and that's another thing that Eren said during his speech, was that they have to retake Wall Maria, retake that town, and then get to the basement. However, that's something he probably definitely shouldn't have said, because if there's someone watching there that shouldn't have heard that, perhaps the ones that killed those other two Titans, for example, Bean and Soy, they could possibly attempt to soil the Survey Corps' plans, and that's why that's something he most definitely should not have said there. I think that was a huge risk, and unless he has something planned for that too, like, I don't know, maybe he knows or at least suspects who did it and he's trying to draw them out, like, I don't know. Right, and Jean also questions Eren about what it wasn't Jean, it was someone else who questioned Eren about what Commander Erwin said at the end of the last episode about those two titans' deaths, and do you know who the real enemy is, or something like that. And Aaron says that he still doesn't know what he meant, and he asked them if they do, and they said that they don't, and whatnot. And Erwin's obviously not who we think he is, because that Mike guy in the last episode, he's basically the one who sniffed Aaron. I know that sounds weird, but he basically told Erwin to take off his mask, and Erwin said, all in due time, or something like that. So basically, he has this sort of mask on him, meaning he's not really showing his true face. He's not really showing his true self, to an extent at least. All right. At least I believe so. I believe that's what it's trying to lead up to here. All right. Yeah, it's getting really interesting. This episode is going by so fucking well, or this series. I mean, the pacing in this episode was amazing. But this series is going by so fucking well, and there's only 9 episodes left out of the 25 confirmed episodes, so yeah, I can't wait to move on. So yeah, anyways, this review went on longer than most of my reviews do. But there was a lot to talk about in this episode, even though it was mostly completely exposition. It was, for the most part anyways, there's a shit ton to talk about in this episode and explain. So, like I said before, great episode. And yeah, so anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. These after guys, thanks for watching. Bye bye.